Now, I won't be the first one to admit that I absolutely love Jujutsu Kaisen. Everyone loves Jujutsu Kaisen. And if you don't, then why are you watching this video? However, despite the constant Sukuna glazing by Gege Akutami, everyone, and I mean everyone in the series, could get absolutely cooked by a single black hole. Now, before I get into the specifics, I must say this: I am not a professional power scaler, and I'm just looking at this through an objective point of view. And also, I have limited knowledge of the manga here, so if I get something wrong about one of the characters or one of my statements, correct me in the comments. Now, getting into this, I need to make it clear that this isn't really a fair fight at all. God damn, who the fuck is pinging me? Now, getting into this, I need to make it clear that this isn't really a fair fight in the slightest. To start, let's get over the explanation on what black holes really are. A black hole is pretty much a singularity of an extremely large amount of mass in one concentrated area. Having all this mass in one single area leads to them being extremely dense, them being able to pull in anything, including light itself. As soon as you reach the event horizon, which is the point of no return for a black hole, you're never coming out of it. That alone would be able to prove why the entire verse of Jujutsu Kaisen loses. But fuck it, let's get over some of the characters, specifically the one that actually challenges black holes. Whoa, who could have seen this coming? Gojo is the only character that could possibly stop a singular black hole. And even though he's the only one that could probably do it, it doesn't mean that he'll be very successful at it. In fact, he probably will just get destroyed a lot by it. Alright, let me explain. Now, you might say, oh, but Gojo has infinity, and that could probably stop a black hole. But with infinity, that is probably never going to happen. If you know anything about Gojo, you know that his infinity slows objects down, which is impossible to do with a black hole, since time itself slows down and literally warps for anything and everything in its event horizon. How can you slow down something that slows down your own perception of time? Gojo's limitless wouldn't even work since black holes are so goddamn dense. The farther you get into a black hole, you'd be torn apart into basically nothing. The only thing that Gojo has that could probably stop a black hole might just be reversal red. Now, Gojo's red is the opposite of his blue, which is basically just a very significantly weak black hole. So with red, he's able to repulse matter away from it. But from what we've seen of it, it's kind of hard to repulse just a little tiny bit of a crushing void of near infinite mass the size of an entire solar system. And even though Gojo has infinite void and endless cursed energy, it's been shown that in the fight that he has with Sukuna, that there's a limit to how many domain expansions he can pull off. So it's safe to say that Gojo will probably lose this fight.
I was wrong. Gojo is not the only character that can stop a black hole. Fumihiko Takabai is the only character that could stop a black hole, simply because he thinks it's funny.
Okay, so next up on the chopping block that I actually wanted to include as a character on this list is Akari. I originally didn't want to include Akari, because just like everyone else, there's nothing he really has that can escape a black hole. But Akari does have his jackpot, and we all know the line, so let's just say it.
Akari never acquired reverse cursed technique, but the infinite cursed energy overflowing in Akari's body caused his body to reflexively perform reversed cursed technique in order to not take damage. In other words, in the 4 minutes and 11 seconds following a jackpot, Akari is effectively immortal.
Now, with some kind of understanding of how Akari's jackpot works, we know that any damage taken is immediately healed. So if we were to give Akari the generous estimation that he is able to use his domain expansion while in the event horizon, Akari can't be damaged by it for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. But as soon as his jackpot's over, he's basically done for. And it's not even fair, because even if you do have immortality in that time frame, You can't even use it to get out, since gravity is so dense in a black hole.
I woke up and I got fresh as hell on a Monday. I can't go to hell, I went to church last Sunday. Last Tuesday I met a model on a runway. She said she wanna run away with me and hit the highway.
Okay, now, I'm just gonna get this one out of the way, because I know there's gonna be some people in the comments that are gonna be like, hey, where's Sukuna? So I'm just gonna explain why he gets negative diffed here. Sukuna doesn't have, he basically has nothing that could ever work against a black hole. Sure, he has dismantle and cleave, but it can't work if there's nothing physical to cut there. You can't see black holes, as they're so dense, light just warps around it. So, before he knows it, the King of Curses just got devoured by an inescapable void of mass. And while yes, Sukuna now does have Maharaga, Maharaga can't adapt to something you can't even escape from. Sukuna is basically done for. And I hate you, Gege, but Sukuna is not escaping a black hole. There is nothing that he could do against it. And sure, he could destroy the entire verse if he wants to, but a black hole could destroy the entire Earth and the solar system that inhabits the entire verse. So, yeah.
I forgot to put this into the script, but Sukuna does have world cutting / It doesn't matter because it's not gonna change the gravitational pull of a black hole, but I put this here to avoid someone telling me about it in the comments.
Okay, so that's pretty much all the characters I actually wanted to talk about in this video, as pretty much all of the rest of the characters in Jujutsu Kaisen just have no chance of standing against a black hole. And as much as I love Yuta, there's no possible way he's coming out of this. And again, if I missed something, please tell me in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching me rant about this stupid idea I had. Bye.